use your faith. You guys that fell out, man, that ain't doing nothing, you watch our videos, man, and you getting cut to the heart right now, man. You getting hit with words harder than steel, my man. It says, take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. When you go back in the world and just become a regular Negro, man, and that's what the scriptures say. The scriptures speak about the one demon, coming back, bringing 7 other demons. So now you got 8 demons on your ass. So you're in a far worse condition, man, than you were in the beginning. You would have been better off if you just a regular Jake, man. Be better off if you never came into this truth. It says, 13, but exhort one another daily. That means constantly. Like I said, if you ain't thinking about this thing 24/7, man, you really ain't in the faith. Because everything I do, man, if I go to eat something, I gotta turn the package around to see if there's not pork in there or whatever. So I'm dealing with the gospel, right? I gotta go to the store to buy something that they made, and I'm saying, is there pork in there? Because you think about the gospel, man. You see Jake, you can see that they're blind, and you think about scripture. You think about Isaiah, the 6th chapter, or whatever. And these people are blind, man. These people are blind. It says, and these scriptures do not lie, man. These scriptures do not lie. 13, but exhort one another daily. Well, that's why we always on the comment board, spirit hit you. Like I saw, somebody sent me a thing on Satan. So as soon as I saw it, man, I said, man, I went to the went to the website, the Google, put it in. I said, man, all kind of scriptures came to me. And I said, you know what, man, I can't bring out all them scriptures. I'll be here for 2 hours. So I said, I'm going to pick 2 or 3 scriptures, and that's it. I'm going to keep the discipline, man. Because the spirit hit me, man, that impromptu video, and I'll make it, it might be 10 minutes, it might be 5 minutes, man, it might be 15 minutes, It says, but exhort one another daily while it is called today. Because you got the internet, man. It says make full proof of thy ministry, man. Lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. The scripture said charity cover a multitude of sin. So if you're charitable, man, you commit a sin, the Most High forgive you for that sin, man. It says, for we are made partakers of Yahushua if we hold the beginning of our confidence steadfast unto the end. A lot of you guys that fell off through the years, when you came in on fire, man. Then the fire got smaller and smaller, and then you can see it. Then you just see a little smoke. After the fire go out, see a little black smoke. Then you already know this guy, he got about 3 more. I just looked at guy, I said, this guy, he got about 2 more weeks. He going to be out of here, man. And sure enough, he's out of here, man.
Yeah, that word confidence means with faith.
That's right. It says 14, for we are made partakers of Yahushua if we hold the beginning of our confidence, faith, steadfast unto the end. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. So what are you cats doing that fell off and you ain't going out there no more, man? And the guys that fell off and set up their own camps, if they stay with this thing, they call on the name of Yahushua and they are the elect, I can't say nothing. I can't tell the Most High, look, I'm looking to get myself saved, man. 15. While it is said, today, if we will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as in the provocation. So when we teach anybody, we tell you that you're Israel. If you're going to say, well, I'm Kemetic, I said, we can't be friends. We can't get with you. We got to move on, man. And I'm not going to go back and forth and try to teach you something when I know you ain't going to receive it any damn way, man. All we got to do is tell you one time, man. If you don't get it, I did my job. The blood is off my hands. 16. for some, when they had heard, did provoke. And you can go back and read the story how the people murmured against Moses. And what happened? All them Israelites went into the wilderness, and only 2 made it to the promised land, man. Only 2 made it. Out of all those millions, and scholars said it was 6 million, that went through the water into the wilderness. So out of all those millions, only 2 people made it to the other side, man. Caleb and Joshua. And the people that were born the generations after. Because the 40 years was like a generation, 2 generations after. Their children and their children's children. All right? It says, for some, when they had heard, did provoke. And they're doing this. That's why we know that this is this same generation. Howbeit, not all that came out of Egypt by Moses. It says, even Moses didn't make it. Even Moses didn't make it, man. Aaron didn't make it. Yep. It says, but with whom was he grieved 40 years? That's the wilderness. Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness? So there's dead bodies all decomposed in that wilderness, man. Called the wilderness of Zin. It says, and to whom swear he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not. So we see that they could not enter because of what? Unbelief. Unbelief. If you don't believe this, you're gonna stay over here and you're gonna burn. All right? And that's real talk. Let me go back to 4. Let us therefore, Hebrews 4:1, let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into, and the Apostle Paul is going back to Egypt for that example. So what happened to the Israelites back there in Egypt is going to happen to y'all. All right? It says, let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. And a lot of you going to come short of it. 2, for unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. It says, for we which have believed do enter into rest. And he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. It says, 4, for he speak in a certain place of the 7th day on this wise, and the Most High did rest the 7th day from all his works. It says, and in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not in because of unbelief. There goes unbelief again, man. Again, he limit this a certain day, saying in David, today, after so long a time, as it is said, today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. And we done dealt with people on the street, put up videos on YouTube. You got the scoffers. So you're being warned not to harden your hearts. All right? It says, for if Yahushua had given them rest, then would he not afterward have spoken of another day? There remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High, which are Israelites. Like GOCC says, the Edomites are going to be in the kingdom, but they're going to be under us. They're going to be employed. That's bullshit, man. It's talking about the Israelites. It says, and of Abraham through thy seed shall all the nations be blessed. It's talking about the Israelites, man. It's talking about the Israelites. it goes on to say, there remaineth therefore a rest for the people of the Most High. For he that is entered into his rest, he also has ceased from his own works, as the Most High did from his. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into the rest. Labor, keyword labor, do the work, lest any man fall.